Are 3D printed magazines any good? So if you've got the HW100, you're going to know that the magazines are very, very basic. So this is the one that comes with it. You get 2 of these, but now I have 4 of these. And that is thanks to a subscriber and actually a friend of mine now, Mike McCutcheon. Now Mike doesn't print these for a living. He's not like selling these or anything like that. We were just chatting the other day and he had his printer going and he just said, you know, I printed a few of these off. He's actually got the HW100 carbine and he said that he was going to try them in his. So he very kindly printed me off 4 of them and I thought it might be good to make a little video about them today and see whether or not they stand up against the originals. There'll be some purists who say no, absolutely don't even try it. Why not? I mean, the cost difference between one of these and one of these is massive, so it might help somebody out. So yeah, let's go give it a try. Let's try it. So it should be quite a simple video today. I just literally want to see if these work and whether or not they lose accuracy or potency or anything like that. We're only going to be shooting 25 meters today because I'm not trying to do anything fancy. It's more about how they fire. I might push it out a little bit if I've got time to the 35 or something like that. But to start with, I just want to see how they index and how they shoot. We're going to do a control group first of the actual magazine. And then I'm going to try the same pellet through the 3D printed one. He's actually printed me 4 of them. Like I said, Mike doesn't actually make these for a living or anything like that. He said you can get hold of them quite readily. They're available everywhere, to be honest. They're available on eBay. They go for about a tenner, which versus the, I think maybe 30, 40 quid for the metal one. So if they do work, it'll be absolutely spot on. I'm going to put some targets up. Okay, so I've put a couple of targets down there now. They'll be here somewhere in a set, probably here. I will be pellet testing a little bit. With this gun soon. But for today, I'm just going to use the QYSs because I've got a tin of them. And I know that they've been working well so far. Today's just an excuse to shoot the gun. I'm going to go first of all with the metal magazine. Ready to go. I'm going to shoot on the left-hand target. The first 2, I've literally just got here, and I'm doing this is all in not real time because obviously it's not, but I have only just got here, only just set up. So what I'm going to do first is the top splatter target in the second. I'm going to put 2 into there, so I know the 0's still on, and then I'm going to go for the left-hand target. I'll rattle through them. Be interesting to see how they perform. These are the QYS. I'll put the thing up here. This is the QYS streamlined. And they are 9.56 grain. If I've got time, I'll go a little bit further out. But to start with, let's just go for the 25. Let's just do that for now. So top splatter target to start. Okay. I might do 4. I'm going to do 4 in the splatter target because I want to see if it's grouping. I'm aiming for the full ball, so it's slightly off. I'm not going to adjust the scope or anything so that everything stays the same for both magazines. I love this gun. I absolutely love this gun. So that's 4 in there. Now I'm going to put 10 into the paper target to the left of it. It's a very slight breeze, but nothing heavy. And that's that. What else would you expect? To be honest, what else could we expect from the metal magazine? So I'm going to load this one up so you can see it loads up exactly the same. Obviously it's lighter in weight and like I said, Mike doesn't do this for a living. What Mike actually does is very interesting. When I went to his house to pick these up, he's got a massive CNC routing machine. A couple of these are harder to push in than others, but he's got a CNC router, huge one. He actually cuts the blanks for drone bodies and things like that. So if you are interested, you can find him on Facebook, and if you need anything CNC routing out of carbon, he's your man. As you've seen, I just loaded up one of the plastic ones now, one of these 3D printed ones, and I'm just going to do exactly the same thing. It's as simple as that, really. I'm going to put another 4 into the splatter target below, and then 10 into the target next to it. So let's see how it goes. Okay. They seem to be indexing fine. It seems to be loading into the breech fine. I haven't had any issues with that so far. Right, let's go for the paper target. Guessing that went straight through. Okay. From a beginner's perspective, I didn't notice any difference. I'm going to go get the targets in a second and have a look at those, but seeing as how that seems to have gone quite well, what I might do is push out a little bit further and I might go for the 45 meter range and just see whether or not, yeah, let's do that. So we're at the 45 now, got the target set up there. Full disclosure, the pellets fall easier into the metal ones. They just do. They just seem to, obviously the engineering's there. Maybe a struggle with a couple of them on the 3D print. Not a struggle, I wouldn't say. I mean, is it really a struggle to push things into a tiny little... I'm not going any further with that. I've also noticed that the metal ones don't rattle, whereas the 3D printed one does. But it's held onto all the skirts. You can see around the edge there. Anyway. Too much waffling. Trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about is never very good. It's never good for me. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I haven't put any splatter targets up, I don't think. I think I forgot that. I did. I'm going to put a couple into the top splatter target. There's not going to be in any sort of order. I'm just going to see whether or not it's grouping at that. It's a little bit, there's a little breeze. There is a breeze out there, so I think that's what was going on there. See if I can hit the top right hand dot of that target a sec. Right, it's slightly low. Right, so now I'm going to go for the paper target on the left hand side again. I'm 2 mil dots in, so I'll keep my point of aim exactly the same every time, which is 2 mil dots bang on the bull. A little bit wayward on that one. I don't know if that's wind or what, but... Okay. If there's any slight bits, I'm doing my very best. Obviously, we all know that I'm not any sort of authority on it here. I'm just doing my very best here. A couple of them went a little bit awry there. I'm wondering whether or not that was window because there is a little bit of a breeze, but we'll see how it goes with the 3D printed one. Same scenario. I'll go for the bottom splatter target a sec. See if I can hit the dot. Oh, that's not bad, is it? Was that dumb luck though? Let's have a look. Oh, a little bit low. That could have been me though. Let's try again. Top left dot this time. Right, I forgot myself there, actually. I'm sorry, I do apologise. Yeah, got a little bit carried away there. So I wanted to do 10, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I fired 2 too many. I do apologise. Got a bit carried away there. So... let's go. Okay. Right, so let's go for the paper target on the right hand side this time. Or not. So I'm having a bit of an issue with this one now. Okay, so it's not indexing now. Wonder why that is. Okay, right, now we've got it indexing, so... Okay. Oh, that one went way low. Oh, no, it didn't. Sorry, that was those two last shots. Completely me. I was going bang on the bull again. I didn't go with the 2 mil dots. I'm so sorry. That was me. Discount those two. I did it again. Oh, right. I'm going to have to call this draw a minute. 2 seconds. I'm going to have to go and change that target. Right, I'm not even going to try and blag it. That was on me. I just kept forgetting myself. I just kept completely forgetting the fact that I was supposed to have the 2 mil dot hold over. And yeah, it wasn't really fair test. So I'm going to go again on that target. I got to be honest though, all jokes aside, I'm trying to keep me cool, but I absolutely love this rifle. Absolutely love it. I've had a couple of people comment saying, there's one comment of a guy said, it's a good rifle, but you could buy better for the money. You might be able to, but for me, I don't think I could have. And to this guy, I don't think he likes it. But all I can say is, from my perspective, you're wrong. This thing is absolutely just the thing for me. It's absolutely perfect for me. I absolutely adore it. Oh, I managed to get a squirrel with it the other day as well. I'll put a picture of that here. I was quite happy with that. I had to share it with the dog, which was unfortunate, but he was happy. So let's go for the target on 2mm dot hole over now without acting like an absolute spanner. Okay, I'm going to go grab those and we'll have a little look. So we've got the Metal Original HW100 official magazine and we've got the 3D printed magazine. Now this is over the 25 meters, these two here, and I think we can agree, not really much in it. I'd say they were pretty much on par with each other. Now you can call how you want on these two. This is at 45 meters. I got to be honest, I think obviously the standard magazine is probably a little bit straighter because I did use the same point of aim. So it's mad that it was so different on the point of impact, if that makes sense. But as far as spread goes, I don't think it's, I mean, I don't have any fancy ways of being able to show you. Let's have a look here. So it fits inside a QYS lid. Does it fit inside a magazine? So if I put a magazine on there, on each one, cover up as many as I can. Yeah, so if you cover them up with the size of a magazine, they're not that bad. They're not that much different to each other. So I don't know if that's conclusive or not. I don't know if that's figured anything out for me. I don't know if that's helped. But what I will say is, as far as usability goes, we all know that I'm not a professional in any way, shape or form, and this is just purely my opinion, and this isn't very scientific. But as far as usability goes, especially out in the field, if I was out hunting, I'd be more than happy to take a load of these loaded up. If I'm going to be critical, there was a couple of times where I had troubles indexing it, and I had trouble pushing the locking pin, whatever this is called. There's a little switch here that locks the magazine in. When you put it in, push that switch and it's locked into the indexing mechanism. There was a couple of times with one of the magazines that I did struggle with that, but it's not breaking anything, it's not doing any damage. So with that in mind, I can forgive it that for the fact that if you were to buy these, I've got 4 for the price of 1, essentially. I'm pretty sure that there's 4 there for the price of 1. So you can get these on eBay. There are a lot of people selling them. So massive thanks to Mike for printing those for me. Like I said, he doesn't do it for a living, but check out what he does CNC wise if you do need any carbon fiber CNC stuff cutting. So yeah, don't know what else to say about that really. So I started this video with the question, is a 3D printed magazine any good in comparison to the official HW100 Viroc magazine? Obviously no, these are much better, much better. They're heavier, they're more solid, they're well engineered. But when it comes to cost and usability, absolutely no problem with these whatsoever. In fact, the 4 that I've got will be used regularly. I don't see anything wrong with them. Worst case scenario, they might need a little bit of trimming around, tidying up around the back. There might have been a little catch when you're pushing it in, but that would be about it. But aside from that, absolutely, when it comes to cost and value, absolutely brilliant. It'll probably divide opinion because there's a lot of people very passionate about the HW100, and I can see why. It's an absolute beast. I absolutely love it. So there'll be a lot of people saying, no, just only stick with these, and I get that. That makes complete sense. But when it comes to usability, these absolutely worked. I don't know what else to say about it. It's a very short video today, granted, but I just wanted to try them out, and to be fair, I just needed an excuse to shoot the HW100. In the next video or two, I'll be pellet testing with this one. I want to see if I can get some really tight groups over 50 meters. When Jet's out of hospital, get well soon, Jet. When she's out of hospital and I can get out in the evenings, I'm going to do some night bits and pieces because I've got that night vision scope that I need to do a video about and try to get on some rabbits with that. So there's loads happening in the next couple of videos, so keep an eye out, hit the bell, do the likes and subscribes and all that malarkey. But yeah, thanks for joining me in this video. I hope you got something out of it, because if you're new to this and cost is an issue, these are very... Then of course they're not as good, but they're fine. I don't know if that helps for anyone, but it definitely helped for me. So thanks for printing them for me, Mike. Thanks everybody else for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye bye.